welcome to Dungeon Damsels, everyone. Woo!
Whoa! I'm excited.
Yes, hi, excited. I'm Tiffany, the DM. This is our homebrew game in a 5e D&D world on the continent of Ioneer on the planet of Attis. Actually, no, we're on Etria, sorry. The twin planet is Attis. So, yeah.
Alright, waiting for the sci-fi arc of Dungeon Damsels.
Okay, are we gonna just somehow teleport there on accident?
Yes! Where am I? What is this? Where are we?
Well, if you want to follow us, we're on Twitter at Dungeon_Damsels. I just post our episodes there. If you want to talk to one of us, talk to Michael. Let's go to Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael. I play our house druid, Ellie, and you can find me on the socials at Robosardi. I do art and animation, but what I'm really excited for is playing D&D. I'm super psyched. Let's do it.
Let's go to Mckenna.
Alright, I'm Mckenna. I play Luna. It's not a lot going on at the moment right now. I don't use social media. I just don't. Sorry, guys. But
It's okay. You'll find her here in Dungeon.
yeah, you'll find me here. The only thing I got going on in life right now is a bunch of post-apocalyptic video games, so...
That's always
Those are cool.
That's always fun.
Luna's our half-elf paladin. She kicks a lot of butt, and she's part mutt.
Talking about the dog.
You'll get that joke if you watch our show. Let's jump over to Amelia.
I'm Amelia. I'm new. I don't get that joke yet.
You'll learn eventually. Stick around, lads. It'll be fine.
I play Ari, our sorcerer, who is an arcane elf, and you can find. I'm a illustrator, and you can find my work at Amelia Pen Draws on Instagram, or if I'm there, I'm Amelia Pen Draws. If I'm I just that everywhere.
Arcane elves are a homebrew race, so if you're like, I've not heard of that, that's why. Okay, Cyrena.
Hello, I'm Cyrena, at Pixiepocalypse and on Twitter and Slothy Claws on Instagram. I play Ciara, our drow eldritch knight, and at all times I'm happy to do D&D art because I love it. It's so good.
She did ours.
Yeah. And
So good.
that's me.
All right, let's do our recap. So last time the damsels found themselves at Castle Zindrake, which is in the capital of the Arcanic Empire, Cortilia Sorlacius, or as the locals call it, the capital, or Cortilia. The damsels had a sleepover in Ari's room. Ari is the Arcanic princess, and then her brother is the emperor, and Ellie and all of them had a sleepover in Ari's room, where Ellie shared the love letters she had received from Canaris, a young elf boy who has been pining and sending sweet love letters to her. And there's literally a whole stack. I wrote 30 letters.
I read all of them.
And you only responded once.
And so finally, Ellie had the help she needed to respond. So that's been
For
sent
like
off.
5 months, like Canaris just saw the 3 dots for when someone is typing on a message.
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
sent okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
And then when he tried to type back, then he just red at 12:54.
And then it's like the dots lasted a little longer, and there's a little bit more but it feels like it's written in like 5 different tones of like person.
Yeah, so everyone gave her some input on how to respond to these love letters, including Nualia and Theron, who are 2 NPC friends. The next night, because the court here is nocturnal, as is pretty much the majority of the city, the damsels have court dance lessons as part of Ellie's princess training. So they reviewed and learned the elfish waltz. And then they managed to goad Ciara into teaching them a drow dance called the Dueling Blades.
Goading really was goading.
A far cry from the lofty airy moves of the waltz of the Dueling Blades is a display of physical prowess and reaction time. Ciara danced with the Emperor, who did really well and managed to demonstrate for the whole class to see. After that, a recess was called, and the damsels were left with time on their hands, except for Ari, who had been assigned repair duty to the augmentation room that she broke. And her brother, the Emperor, is like, you broke my room, so you need to fix my room.
You did this.
You did
Actually, they're not. No.
If he really thinks about it, it's his fault.
If he really thinks about it, he's the one that broke it.
I allowed this to happen. Existential crisis.
I made this monster.
This monster is mine. So then
This is my circus. She is my mom. No!
It's an eternal story. After that, so Ari, so then he asked the group if anyone had training in the arcane, which means, like, are you a sorceress, wizard, or, like, bard? And Ciara said she technically had, so she's an elder tonight. And so he just said, show me. Show me. Show me what you got. And I think you cast Burning Hands or something.
It
Scorching
was
Ray?
Scorching Ray.
Yeah, so she casts Scorching Ray in, like, the middle of the dance hall and shoots it, like, towards the ceiling, and then he just counterspells it and says, that'll do, and just leaves after that.
He had a small existential crisis about the two. Like, it's not gonna be conceived as a threat. Okay, fine. Then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot they do that.
Yeah, and so while that was happening, Luna, you get a second message from Neffy as she used sending. Right. She says, hey, so Kel's is kind of going nuts. He bought a ring of sending and is hell-bent on getting it to you. Do you have any ideas on how he could get it to you? Like, maybe, is there like
a forwarding address?
Is there like a magic circle? Or, you know, I know that's kind of a long shot. And then...
hang on. She'll probably turn to say, okay, exactly where are we?
Ciara opens her mouth and words come out and it's correct.
I'm waiting. I told you guys this in the intro.
We're in the
capital of the Arcanic Empire.
Okay. All right. I've got a lot of information to keep track of, okay? I've been around life for like 200 years.
Let me reach into the old vault here.
Yeah. Okay, we're in the middle of the Arcanic Empire.
Capital.
Capital. I don't know if that's in the middle, actually.
Palace.
Yeah, we're in a palace.
Lass.
I promise I have decent intelligence.
We don't keep track very much, but Ciara has to keep track of this specifically. Like,
I swear, next level, we're gonna put into intelligence. I swear.
So you get another response back. She's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna tell him during the Arcanic Empire, at least not yet. Can you be more specific? Like, an address or a teleport circle, maybe? Do they have those?
It's broken.
The teleport circle's broken, but we're at the we're staying with the Emperor.
She's like, way all the way in Verkus. There's just a zoom in on Neffy as she's like, what?
What? What?
What?
You get another message. You're where? Exactly? With who?
We're we're staying with the Emperor? Come on, don't waste your spell slots on this, girl.
Yeah, cut shot to Neffy again, just nodding. Okay. And
How long are we gonna be here, guys?
Ciara just slowly looks over at Ellie and just raises her eyebrows. How fast can you become a princess proper?
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out the corset part, but I bet after that, being a princess will be easy, right? And I turn towards Ari.
Yeah, Ciara looks down at Ari.
Oh wait, no, Ari's cleaning. Never mind.
Ari,
Oh wait.
Ari, you do know that the city has like public transportation circles.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
but am I there or am I cleaning right now?
We're gonna be cleaning together, so
Oh.
like I think
Yeah,
we're
you
vibing here for a minute.
You haven't left yet.
Okay. Well, then I will inform them where the public transportation circles are ish. I'm like,
It's
I
off
don't
of
really
Main
know where they
Street.
are,
They
but there's a couple public ones. There's one I think by the library.
Yeah, the princess doesn't know where the public teleportation circles are, but they're around.
Thanks. Thanks.
And Ciara just like looks at Ari and is just like, the place that we came in with, all of us here, does that count? The front room with all the tapestries, the changing room.
Yeah.
Aye, there's that one. Can.
Does that work? Is that
That one's
That
not-
one's
is that the one
functional.
that,
Huh?
Isn't that the one we broke?
No.
No.
The that's the one that you left out. You
Oh.
bounced out and broke. You broke out of one, and then you came back in actually, and we all survived, which is great.
Well, like you the augmentation room just augments spells, not necessarily a
Okay.
teleportation chamber.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You
I
misused it, and you broke it.
Mhm.
You broke it.
So we don't have a local teleportation circle.
No, you do. The
You
castle,
Oh, we do.
the castle has one.
Okay, and it's working.
Yeah.
Aye.
All right, never mind. I'll tell Neffy that and be like, okay. Turns out they actually do have a working teleportation circle.
Miscommunication. Sorry, Neffy.
Okay. Okay. And basically you through a series of sendings managed to I imagine that like each teleportation circle like has a number assigned to it or something like a
A particular sigil that's like specific to it.
yeah, it's like a particular they do have sigils
It's like a zip code.
yeah, or like
But like with the additional little bricks afterward.
yeah. So anyway, she the biggest hurdle is like describing the sigil to her. And
Ciara, can you help me out with that? You're smart.
Sure, I can try. I can try.
yeah, dude,
lad.
run some arcana.
Yeah, I can certainly try. And then she looks over Ari. One moment. Just. Okay, that's a 16 plus. What is my arcana? Oh, that's a 19.
Okay.
Plus 3. So 16 plus
Yeah, you can relay what it looks like. And you can definitely be sure that they are going to redo the teleportation circle as a different cliff after this, but for now, it's going to work. So, Neffy says, okay, well, we're gonna try to send it over. And that's all you get. So, after she cuts out, Nualia and Theron approach her party.
Okay.
I thought I heard knocking, so sorry. I was just like... Okay, so Nualia, she comes up and has a little pack on her and says, hey, well, this is it. It's been fun. We gotta head back.
Right.
Have
Ciara's
fun.
It's nice
right.
meeting you and falling down an elevator shaft with you.
Yeah, that was real.
And Ciara's just like, stay in trouble. You have more fun that way. And she just sort of pats her on the back, and then she looks at Theron. Get rest.
Theron's like the polite one, and he bows and says,
Get therapy, guys. You'll benefit from it.
He's like,
I mean that in the best way.
and Theron's just like, okay, look up therapy. Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for everything. And after that,
Keep in touch. Send everything to Verkus.
hey, well, we're planning to not be that far. We're gonna be in the old Meliamne land and see what's.
That's right. You're just like across the river or something.
Yeah, we're not that far.
The lake.
We're gonna have to try to settle what's going on there. Who's gonna be the next Baron? And then Nawalia kind of nudges Theron and says, "I think this one's our best shot. Because let's face it, she's just, she's like, I'm not cut out for it."
Yeah, she does. It's like, I'm nuts.
Yeah, she's like self-aware of how screwy she is.
She's like, I'm nuttier than a squirrel, man. Don't leave it to me.
And Arturo and Rezia have actually been there. They've just been to themselves, and we have like a million things happening. But you could see that they have just been catching up over decades of lost time. And she is somewhat mothering him as she like straightens his tunic, and then he's like, "Mom, stop." Stop, Mom, you're embarrassing me. Rezia approaches the group. She is a tall fae, dark-skinned, and she has floppy fawn ears with little with a small set of antlers, and dark braided black hair wound into a bun. She says, "Well, thank you, kind strangers." And then she clasps all of your hands in a handshake, but with both hands. We would still be apart if you hadn't done this. And she looks at Arturo lovingly, and he's like, "Hey, Mom, that's enough." Yeah. Thanks a lot. Let me know what you want. Because a fae bargain's a bargain.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Keep in touch.
Store it away. Alright, let's do
Gives
this.
them, like, a handshake. Like, yeah, good job. We did it.
Yeah, handshakes, pats. And then Rezia and Arturo cast teleport together and take with them Nualia and Theron.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we're just gonna go over to the augmentation chamber.
Look, there's like a sigh. Well, off we go.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at Luna and Ellie. She's like, "I'll get acquainted with the place. We're gonna get lost."
I know the way.
She kind of lives here.
She was looking specifically at you two, because if we're going in a different place and you're not coming with us, it's like, you two figure this place out.
So I'm looking at where Michael is on my screen, but yeah.
So the augmentation, Ari, it's on the fourth floor. And the fourth floor is dedicated mostly entirely to the Emperor. He has his personal chambers, office, library. Taliki's office is there too as court mage, and so is Vaughn's quarters because he's the bodyguard, so he's close by. And there's also a room dedicated to the study of magic, and the augmentation room is attached to that. So the only way to get there is through the elevator, and you have to use like a blood glyph to unlock the fourth floor, and that's just a safety measure. So you lead Ciara down a series of hallways that are draped in rich red curtains. The floors are stone or tile as you pass through, but some have carpets stretched.
It's elaborate.
It's elaborate. Colors that they use are black, silver, and red, typically. Sometimes you'll get a green or a purple. And there are arcanic guards posted throughout the castle. It's just for funsies, Ciara. You can make a perception check.
Fantastic. Perception. Oh, sweet. Aha! I got a 12.
12.
A 12. Very strong and perceptive 12.
So you, as someone who has been in an army and has been trained this way, you notice the guards and like their armor. That's what you're paying attention to. They have plates. Their armors consists of plates across them, so it's not like a singular breastplate. It's just a couple. It's plate, so that in case one part breaks, they can just take it off and replace it easier. And then
Better for movement.
Yeah,
motion.
yeah, and they bend better because it's not like a single piece.
Mhm.
And then the shoulders, shins, and hip and thighs are covered by these layered plates, and then the joints have a thick leather or mail to cover those areas, and they have helmets that are open-faced, but have adjusted, like, kind of like floppy, I don't want to call them floppy jar, but,
It's like, you're able to, like, cover the faceplate.
no, it's an open face, but the side has, like, a hinge on it, so you can, like, move it in or out.
Oh, okay.
They all carry a spear and a sword at their hip and throwing knives. Most of the guards are male, and the few that are female are posted on Ari's floor. Because she's the princess.
Makes sense.
And
Ari will probably notice that as we get, like, because she's like, oh, this is probably a high security area. And she just gets a little bit more, like, tense. Like, I am a blue dot in a sea of red, my guy. Stick out like a primary colored sore thumb.
Yeah, as Ari's walking.
Tree is from was a gift from so and so. This tapestry was a gift.
This dates back to pre-century AD.
Completely ignoring every guard we
and
pass.
depicts the Battle of Tarkaron, and
Which is a boring battle because it lasted a day. Let's keep going.
next.
Just, like, flexing her history that she remembered because it had to be memorized.
Yep.
Now she's probably making up half of it.
If there's any overlapping history with stuff that Drow heard, she's like, oh, do you know they brought a bear to that one? She's just like
Brought the bear to that battle. I don't even know. I haven't seen any bears in the Underdark. It's odd.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
it's
it's
a
terrible surprise for anyone who had to fight that thing. Someone's mount or something insane like that. That or it was just a druid, but we're not really sure. Can't really confirm. Can't really
Just
confirm.
showed up sometime.
Cause a lot of damage, but you know, game recognized game. You brought a bear to a knife fight, you win.
And you know what? As you're going through, it takes you a minute, but Ciara, you start to notice that at the end of one of the halls, there's like this tiny little kobold. Tiny little kobold, and you can tell it's a she because she has a little like tuft of feathers, and she kind of like scurries around, and then like has this notebook and seems to be like furiously scribbling in it. She comes by, and then she stops and looks at you, just almost like this look of you should be sorry you didn't do better. And
disappointed in me.
Raise the waistline, child. And then she says, yes. And she goes and starts drawing on her drawing pad. And then she says, Princess, I have new sketches.
Really?
Yes, I do. And then she goes and like flicks through them. And like they're sorry, this character was made off screen by Cyrena and I, so we're just like having too much fun. There are so many drawings of Arceus. There's so many. All right, and she finally gets to like. So, Ciara, do an insight check on this. Like, what's happening here?
Insight is 15 plus 3. That's an 18.
So, like, you're looking at them, and you know, like, she's putting him in all sorts of bizarre outfits. You can only see them like briefly as she's like flicking through them, but like she sees him as like a glorified hanger for her art. And so like
This one.
yeah, like all like the practical ones have like been signed off by him. Like you see his signature, so there's like a tunic. And then she's like, no, but this, and it has like it's like a copper like dress with like straps on it.
Really big shoulder pads.
Yeah, and just the art. And then go Ari, go on.
Like, Ari's gonna find a really, really ridiculous one and say, I'll sign off on that one.
Okay, let's like, what does this outfit look like?
I'm thinking like shoulder pads like out to here with like swooshy lines.
Okay.
Like streamers.
Streamers down the back.
He just ends up looking like a really beautiful praying mantis, like all drama all the time.
It's like shimmers.
Shimmers, sparkles. You're right, more sparkles.
Need more sparkles.
Ciara just like tilts her head.
Higher boots. The boots should come up to like his like way above his knees.
Oh, that's brilliant, princess.
Hi.
Hi. Oh,
Hi, guys.
Hi.
we could form. She's like, yes, I have a vision, and then she like very quickly just draws him out, and from like just a shot from the back. She's like, we could have it wrap around the waist and then create a window at the back for the royal buttocks. Ah, brilliant!
It's also really, really well drawn. Like Ciara's just like, that's very good.
Ari's like trying.
I didn't see that when he passed out.
Roll a perception check to see if Ari's trolling or like.
He's gonna love it.
Plot twist, he does.
I dig it.
He's just putting them on in his room. I'm not sure about this. And he turns and he's like,
I'm sure about it now.
I think this works. So then, after discussing what you want to be made for your brother.
Tell him it's a present from me.
Yes, present from royalty to royalty. Brilliant. And then she flips back over to you and says, I was thinking we could do a new riding dress with an open front to drape around the back and allow for riding pants. Because you were asking about the pants, and I didn't want to take away from your of the dress.
You can incorporate pants with a dress. That would be.
Of course, princess. It was my desire to please you with my art. Of course. And then she looks at Ciara and she's like, and then just walks away.
Ciara. So Ciara just in full like drow armor, like, hi.
So that's our stylist.
Well, that's what she is then. Ciara has no idea. That's what she is then.
And my brother is gonna not wear the outfit. Except for that, now that he knows it's a gift from me, he'll definitely wear it.
I am sure you have a birthday sometime. I'm sure you have a birthday sometime. You'll see it at least once a turn.
Okay, so we're then you guys start heading over to the augmentation chamber. We'll just jump over to Ellie and Luna.
Kiara is puzzling over. It's a kobold though. Like that's the one she's like kobold. All right, now to the others.
Okay, so it's you two in the ballroom. The day is yours.
Oh, I still have my wolf with me.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
She's just kind of rolling around on the ground, as dogs do.
Yeah.
Dance party's over. Now time to roll.
Well, Ciara said that we should get in touch with this place. Should we go explore?
Sure. Let's try not to get lost.
Okay, I dash for, like, the nearest door.
Okay.
Yeah, not lost. Zoom.
Okay.
We can get that way.
Okay, so you go to the nearest door, and there's this.
Did Ardius tell me about more princess lessons or trainings that I
You
need
have
to
a
do?
recess right now, so you have like time off.
Recess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be and I think last session, I wrote back to Canaris. I haven't heard anything back yet.
Yeah, it was sent out like that morning
Yeah, it's not that morning.
or that evening.
Yeah,
I mean,
evening.
just-
Yeah. As the evening broke, sent out. All right, so you open the door, and it leads to a hallway that has these big windows that look out into like a really big interior courtyard garden that looks really nice.
Glance at Luna.
She looks interested in going there.
What, to the window?
To the garden. But she's a
She's-
dog. She's interested.
She's smart. She's smart enough to know better, but
But also, it would probably smell interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
It smells pretty outside. Can we
What's that?
spoil it? Close.
What's that, Luna? You want to go outside? Not you, Luna, but Luna. As I'm talking to Luna, not Luna, but Luna, as I can talk to animals.
Does she want to go outside based on reading her thoughts?
Yeah. She wants to
Okay.
go outside. Yeah.
Alright, let's go outside. Should we go through the window?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through the window.
Are you busting through the glass, or are you opening?
I'm gonna try to like open it, and then like we can just hop.
Yeah.
She should've
Okay.
said, don't break anything, but Kiara forgot to say that because her wisdom's not that great.
So
Explore.
you eventually find like the edge of the window and kind of push it up. And then you guys hop through the window onto the other side, and there's a garden there. And you look to your left, and there's just a guard that is like, he just points at a door.
I
Kind of nods at you guys, like, but he gestures like door, but you do you like.
I salute him, and I'm just like, at ease, soldier. This is princess business. As I'm holding up my dress and I'm walking through the window.
So you walk through the garden and you see a variety of flowers and herbs. There's actually a rare plant. I don't know if you guys remember, but like way long time ago, when Cyrena was still with us, there was this NPC that was like, "Oh my gosh, Cyrena, hi!" And he was this random traveling merchant who was trying to sell plants, and so he like met her because he was trying to sell the plants to her dad. And the plant he was selling was a night bloom. This garden has them. So it's a dark, imagine like a tiger lily but black. That's what it looks like. And it's night. It is nighttime, so they're in bloom. There's several pathways that you can walk through. You can pass by like wisteria trees.
Yeah. While we're like walking through the garden, I'm gonna be talking to Luna and actually telling her a little bit more like in depth about like some of the letters. Yeah, it was really interesting because, like, not only did he told me about how they, their lives after the submarine and, you know, being fugitives and basically war criminals. And so Farius has a son?
Oh.
Yeah, it's really weird to think about. Like, I didn't take him as a fatherly guy.
Already dad type.
Yeah, he's kind of like Artius, where I can't read anything on his face. Except he just always seems mad.
The difference. The only like baseline is unreadable or baseline is angry. Actually, no. Disappointed, angry. Two different baselines.
It is what it is, you know.
Yeah, while walking through the garden, I'm also gonna take off my socks. Because I'm just gonna be walking around in the grass. It's gonna be great.
Luna dog just like sniffing deeply at all of the
Yeah,
flowers.
all the flowers.
Yeah, she sniffs at them, and then just she sneezes at one point. It's kind of adorable because the like pollen kind of like poofs out.
Oh.
And then she looks at you. I like this place.
I do too.
Yeah, it's very nice. As you're walking, you come to like a little bench and spend some time there. You also come across a small little clearing that has 4 grave markers on it.
No digging.
It says no digging.
There's a sign that says no digging. But if you stop and you read them, and one says Vivian Serenity, Ollinson, and then the next one says Navina. Just hang on, let me get my names up. Because I have really long names. Navina, Rose, Saria, Zindrake. Then there's one that just says Orin, and another one that says Alexia, L, Tamira, Zindrake. There's a couple of flowers.
I wonder what their traditions are with their ancestors.
Yeah, do you...
It's not a big gravesite, so make an investigation if you're wanting.
Are those names familiar? Like,
Sure, I'll make it.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. I got a natural 20.
ah!
So that's
guys,
just...
You're observing so much.
So that's just a 20 for me.
Okay, so what you get is you remember, you're looking at it, you look at this, and it appears that they're either grave markers, as opposed to like this is their place of internment, because it's too small. It's just rock.
Like the things on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Markers. They it's either that or like they burn the bodies, or you know the other way, like the bodies aren't actually there present. You remember that you passed by some of the paintings when you initially came into the castle, and you saw a painting of a lady whose name was Navina. So you kind of remember that. You remember there was another painting of Alexia. You are not sure about Serenity or Orin.
I'll observe it.
So, just have a little moment there and
Yeah.
continue.
While we're in the garden, I turn towards Luna. I'm like, so how did princess training go for you?
I didn't really have. I mean, I learned a bit about politics and general etiquette, like, as my life went on. Like, as I got older, they would teach me different little things that all kind of were supposed to accumulate to adulthood. For me, that's about it. And then it got a little awkward when we got invited to some other noble family places, like to Odo's party when I first met him, because they saw us as like these.
Ellie makes that statement.
Yeah, like 15 more wrinkles on her face. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they did think of us as a little weird or a little too casual, but I mean, I feel like we get the necessities, you know?
Oh man, does that mean I have to learn politics?
That is the most important part, and I hate it. All of it. It sucks. It's the worst.
Like, what does that even mean? Why can't people just have one person do the nice thing and other person do the nice thing? That doesn't make it.
You think, but no.
Internally, Ciara just like feels like this weird little tingle at the back of her head. It's just like all just blasphemy I'm hearing. Her life is politics. It's all she's ever known. I mean, she's going against all of it right now, but
I mean, that was like the only good thing that I got out of the relationship with Odo, is that he helped me out with understanding politics and stuff. But other than that, it's like, I don't know, I worked in it for like 100 years, and now I'm done. And it was kind of tedious at the time too. Like my son Linus, oh man, you should meet him sometime. He was really into it. He really had the mind for it, and it was great to have him around. It was just like, okay, I can just pawn this off on you. Awesome. I won't tell you that I'm doing that, but I don't know where he got it too, because it's not like my husband at the time had it. It knew anything about it.
Yeah. Wait, your son? Oh wait, no, spirits. Right.
Yeah.
Past life.
Ellie went vacant for a moment, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Just blue screen for a hot second.
The dial-up sound.
Arrow 404. Okay, I'm ready to go back to the chamber. So.
Hello, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you so much for listening to Dungeon Damsels. We really appreciate all your support. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps us out. And if you're interested, we also have a Patreon, as well as a podcast version of our show. You can find it on Spotify, TuneIn, Podcast, Podbean, and pretty much anywhere where podcasts are. Thank you again so much, and we hope to hear some